Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. This is the pre-match press conference for Jamaica against the Dominican Republic, our first game in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. It's a pleasure to have you all here this morning and punctual as well. It's great. And at this point in time, before we open the floor for questions, we're just going to have a few opening remarks from the persons here at our table. We have the head coach of the Reggae Boys, Hamer Halgrimson, and also Reggae Boys defender, Dishon Bernard as well. So firstly, we're going to start with Coach Halgrimson, how preparation has been this week and looking forward to this upcoming game.
Well, it's been good. Players have come in naturally at different times. The latest arrivals were the players who are playing in US. So we've had all players in for about 2 sessions, but we started maybe 5 days ago with the domestic players. Did some fitness work with them just to check up on them since they stopped playing 2 weeks ago or so. Some a little bit longer since they quit. But I think overall, from the players' perspective, it's been a good vibe in the squad. And surprisingly, I think that surprisingly players are fitter than I thought, including Mr. Dishon Bernard, who stopped playing three weeks ago or so. So they have been doing individual fitness work. I'm really happy with the condition of the players. But yeah, no, preparation has been probably as good as it can be in the time we had. As well, we have been able to be on the stadium on at least 2 training sessions, and because I've been complaining a lot about the condition of the pitches, I'm going to give them a big up for the condition of the National Stadium today. It's been the best since I have arrived, so happy with the preparation. And it's a good start for a hectic month of June for us. It's a good start, and especially a really good vibe in the squad, so happy.
Thank you, Coach. And Dish, just being here and having 3-4 sessions under your belt, how are you feeling ahead of this upcoming game?
Yeah, it's been good getting back playing competitive football with good players. I think as a footballer, all you do every day, wake up every day, eat, sleep, breathe football. So having the 3-week break can sometimes drive you a bit crazy. But you got to do your individual bits to keep you ticking over for moments like these. So coming back playing now with the squad we have is just a really good feeling. Having a ball at our feet again. So yeah, been a good few days getting back to it, and now just looking forward to the first game.
Thanks, Dish. Now we can open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand and then we can get started. And as everybody's aware, 9:30 is when training commences. The first 15 minutes is open to you, and then we kindly ask you to leave as we get more prepared into this encounter. So let's commence. Just raise your hand and we come in with the questions. Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
From CBM TV. Captain Andre Blake is out, leaving maybe a gap in the goalkeeping department with the 4 goalkeepers having maybe just 5 or 6 appearances among them. How much of a miss will Blake be?
Well, we always miss a player like Blake. He's first of all a good player, a good goalkeeper, but as a captain and a leader in this team, we miss him. But after saying that, we or Jamaica is very rich in this department, and we are so impressed with the 4 keepers we have in camp, and it's going to be an interesting journey the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years to see who will be on top, because they are all very equal and very capable. So we're not afraid of the position itself, but it's tough to lose the leader in the group. But he is with us. He will be coming, even though he's not going to be playing. He is supporting. He will be coming to us in Copa, etc. So no, that is the only thing I can say. But for the goalkeeping position, the only worry I have is who is going to play, because they are really pushing each other.
Yeah.
Just a follow-up. With him being the captain and the missing, do you have anybody who is in mind for captaincy?
Yeah, we have had players taking over the armband when Andre is not playing. So, yeah, we have players in mind.
Yeah, just to clarify, folks, Jamali Waite actually has 8 caps, Jaden Hibbert 2, Kanaya Boris-Clark 1, and Shaquan Davis 1. So that is the makeup of the appearances. So we can continue now with some questions. Yes, Eddie?
All right. Hello, Coach. Coach Simon. Division TV. Coach, big game tomorrow. How important is it to set down a marker? You know, the group winners might be decided on goal difference. How important is it to, get some goals tomorrow?
The most important is to win this game. I think Domrep is the team that everybody should be on the lookout for. That's the tricky team to play. Everybody is talking about Guatemala, that they will be the toughest, but you'll see tomorrow how good Domrep is, and we've been analyzing them quite carefully. We've been impressed with the coach, Nevlev, and what he's doing with that team. Good players, good on the ball, good passing team, and we will suffer at times. They will have possession for sure, trying to create chances. So I would say winning is the most important thing to get 3 points. But as you say, every goal counts in this competition. We want to win and top the group. So every goal counts for sure. But the most important is not to be over-ambitious. Be ambitious, but not over-ambitious, and win this game and take 3 points and start this World Cup campaign on the front foot. That is the most important.
A follow-up, Eddie?
Yes, Dish. Long season. I know coach said that you're fit. How good does it, feel, to be back with the boys?
Yeah, I love coming to these camps. It's nice seeing all the boys again. Everyone's had good individual seasons, so I think it's now we come together and make our mark for the country. Everyone's excited and raring to go for the game. So we'll all be ready. Whoever starts on the bench, everyone's raring to go and help the team however they can.
Yeah, you really miss the tactical meetings, yes.
Yeah. I love that. I love the tactical meetings.
All right, thanks, Eddie. Daniel?
Hi, Coach. In terms of our attacking play, I know Mikhail has had some injuries throughout the season. Shamar had an up and down season in his first season of France, but how important will their strike relationship be tomorrow and really trying to, lay down a gauntlet as we move into the Copa and further in the qualifiers and so forth?
Well, my feeling, maybe I'm biased in this. I've felt both of them have played really well for Jamaica, whether they are playing good or not for their team, and especially Shamar has really played some fantastic games for Jamaica, even though he's not even playing in his club, etc. So I'm not afraid of what they did in the season per se, but we were really happy that we saw Antonio come in at maybe the last quarter of the season, coming in strong, playing 90 minutes, more or less closer and closer to 90 minutes every game he played. Remembering that he got injured here when we were playing Canada, and he had a long spell of the team, so he was not playing probably for 2 months. So we were really happy seeing him coming back, and I think you, as everyone else, saw that he was progressing and getting sharper every game. So happy to have them both here. So it's a good options for us up front. Both powerful guys. So no, I'm not afraid. Even though they did not play for their teams, I wouldn't be afraid because they've always performed when playing for Jamaica.
Daniel, a follow-up?
Yeah, in terms of the midfield as well, I know you've said that that position is extremely hard to play, and you've found it hard to get suitable replacements, which is why Damon had played there for the Canada game. The players who you've called up, including young Adrian, what has the message been to them to sort of understand the importance of their role in that position?
I think for the younger players, like Adrian, it's an opportunity for him to measure himself to the others. It's an opportunity now for them to step up and show what they can do, and try to increase the depth in that position. We don't have, or Jamaica don't have many players playing at a high level in midfield. It's a little bit worrying to see that we have a abundance of wingers, strikers, but we don't have many, especially defensive midfielders. So, correct, but I look at it as an opportunity for the younger guys.
Yes, Roger.
Morning. I don't want to put it in asked already, but still the uncertainty of the time still hanging in the air. Is it weighing on your mind in any way, shape, or form in terms of the live station and the possibility that the match might be played either 3:30 or 6:30?
Yes, so the CONCACAF venue coordinator, Patrick Beckles, has confirmed that kickoff tomorrow will be at 3:30 p.m. Jamaica time. I don't know if you had a follow-up to that.
No. It of course changes when knowing that. It changes my session today, because it needs to be sharper and shorter if we play earlier tomorrow. So it's good to know. That's the first thing. But of course the game kind of probably will have a lower tempo in the heat, especially if it's sunny like now. I think the forecast is a little bit cloudy or rain, so probably it will be okay for the players. But it will of course affect how we play. But most of all, it's a shame that if people cannot attend the game, that would be the biggest shame of all if we play at this time, because people is at work. So I hope the persons in charge of the companies will allow the fans to come and leave work early to be on the stadium if the game is 3:30.
Yes, Mr. Richards.
Hi, good day to everybody. As if we know that we have a depleted side coach, does that kind of change your formation going forward?
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. So we're not going to say what formation we will play tomorrow. But I'd rather, on match day -1, focus on the guys that are here and not about the ones that are missing.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mr. Blake.
Good morning, coach. Goal difference could be a factor in determining who tops the table. Does that play into your plans, and what would you say would be an acceptable result?
No, I just answered that question in the beginning. It's to win the game is the only important thing now, because we are playing versus these teams to top the group. So first and foremost, 3 points.
Yes.
Good morning. Dylan Gill from Gunners. Mr. Bernard, I have 2 questions. I just wanted to understand, what's the pressure feeling when you're back in Jamaica versus when you're at your club team? What's the difference in the fans, and how does it feel representing the country?
It's the same. Fans are passionate at every club, country, wherever you are. So I wouldn't say the pressure changes. Obviously, maybe because it is a whole country, maybe a little bit more of a demand to win for Jamaica. But as a footballer, you go out to win games. No one goes to lose. So if we win, then everyone's happy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wouldn't say there's much of a difference.
And Coach, I'm a huge fan of you. I did a video recently talking about, your come up from being a dentist to, going to the World Cup. But I just had a question about Omari Hutchinson, who just had an amazing season. I know he has his passport, so is there any chance we'll be seeing him soon?
Well, like I said before, I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to talk about players who are not here. We'll focus on this game, the players that will represent Jamaica. Other questions we will answer later.
You had a follow-up, Mr. Blake? All right, Jordan, go ahead. Any other questions from anybody?
Bernard.
Okay.
I know you alluded to not feeling pressured representing the national team, but given this situation, the game, a World Cup qualifier, do you feel any differently mentally, as in playing for Jamaica in other games?
I try to go into games with the same level head. I don't try to overthink it too much. As long as I individually make have the best performance I can, and everyone else has that same mentality, then collectively, no one can really beat us. So, yeah, as long as I have that mindset, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Deshaun, in regards to the match time as well, and the kind of the temperature and so on, I mean, are you, in terms of adjusting, because I know you're playing kind of cooler climates and so on most of the time, how you plan to adjust and how are you feeling where that is concerned? Because certainly I felt that Jamaica is kind of different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, well, in England, you don't know what to expect when you wake up in the morning. It could be, rain, sun, heat, snow. So I'll adapt to whatever, we're all built up to withstand whatever. So I'm sure we'll be fine.
Any other questions?
Yes, coach. So now that we know that it's going to be a 3:13 match in London, is all the players that we have here injury-free, the players that we have now?
Yeah, I would say there's never been that kind of injury-free when on a match day -1, so there's no doubt about any player. Of course, players are carrying something from the season, but our medical team is doing a really, really good job. Our fitness coaches are monitoring the individuals. So, no, we are really happy that everyone in camp, injury-free, ready, and like I said in the beginning, a good spirit.
Any other questions from anyone?
I'm not sure if you asked it, it's just a general question. How happy are you with the squad that you chose?
I'm always really happy with the squad I choose. Others might not be happy with the squad I choose, but I'm always happy with the squad I choose.
A follow-up, Jordan?
Okay. Coach, a young player like Adrian Reid, what you have seen in such a young player, such a talent, for you to make a selection like that going to the field?
First of all, he had a good season in the Champions team. Secondly, he was in the U20, and there John Wall was the coach and has been highly praising that kid. So that is the reason we want him in. The other thing as well is that he's a versatile player. He can play right back. He can play in the middle. So we kind of don't know where he will end up. So it's really nice for me to get to look at him in this camp.
Is there any other player you paying special attention to that you called up recently that you want to keep a keen eye on?
No, there's some young players in our squad now, like Kroy Anderson is really on the up. I think Kaim Dixon, his next steps are really important for him to select the correct next step. It is not about anything else than how can he progress as a player. So he must find an environment that will help him grow. But I think he is an exciting prospect for Jamaica. So we try to assist him as much as we can. And there is loads of young players, especially all the domestic players here are quite young, apart from Fabian Reed, who kind of replaces Corey because we needed a little bit more experience in that department. But we have had them all in past camps, both the local camps, and then we went to Trinidad, so we've seen most of them, apart from Adrian. So every player knows what we want to do, how we want to play, etc., our principles, etc. So we were not afraid of bringing them in at all, and it's good to have so many players here.
One more question before we go. You mentioned Fabian Reed, or had a Javin Bryan. Is it due to, we know that he's injured, but were you looking on him? Was he close to coming into the squad?
Again, we're not going to talk about the players who are not in the squad here on match day -1.
Coach can just ask some first team regular missing. What can we expect from the team tactically, playing wise?
Well, we hope we're going to start the game on the front foot, try to get some tempo in, and truly maximize the qualities we have. So we're thinking about us here. Again, tactically, we're not going to say on this meeting what we're going to do tactically, but we are going to start on the front foot, try to put in some pressure right in the beginning.
Any concerns about any departments at the team going into the game?
Not at all.
We can take one more.
Coach.
Sure.
Dominic, got a team that we're very familiar with apart from the under-20. What does your scouting report tell you about Dominican? Can the fans expect an exciting game that will make them come out tomorrow?
It is a really, really good question, Cataract, because I feel like everybody think it's going to be an easy game for us, but I promise you it's not going to be. I promise you it's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be an equal game. It's number one, a tactically really improving team. They have different kind of tactics, defending and attacking. So tactically they are well drilled. It's a mix of, like you say, really promising young players. They qualified for the Olympics, for the under-20, knocked out Jamaica, for example. But they also have both good senior players, good on the ball, so it's good passing team. They have been recruiting some really good players, playing at high level, both from Spain, from England. So they have also quality players playing at a high level. But most of all, it's a good team. It's a tactical team. So I am expecting a tough match. And always when there's a coach on the press conference, I like to give Coach Neville a big up for his job, what he is doing there.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Dish. And just a reminder to everybody, 9:30 to 9:45, that time frame is open to the media in terms of training. Thanks very much, and looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow.